thing when you get sit over there and they say fat and happy and you just sit back. You know what I mean by fat
Yeah,
and
yeah.
happy. Like the old cat just sitting.
Mhm.
Everything's easy for you now. Everything's good. You're relaxed.
Not necessarily, but yeah.
Come on, bro. But we're all rocking and rolling now, right? We're
Oh,
back
yeah,
up.
definitely.
Okay, glad you guys are with us. Hey, people. It's Wednesday in the St. Louis area. What's going on? You know what we do? It's all Missouri, Mizzou, St. Louis, all those kinds of things that we talk about on the show. We're glad you're with us. Bring up those story ideas. Give the shout outs. That's what we do for the next 2 hours. It goes by really fast. You guys know that. It goes by real fast, and we're glad. Have a ton to talk about today. A hump day with lots going on. Projo, we've had a lot more news start to pop up.
Yeah, there's
Lot of
definitely a lot more
stories.
today, for sure.
A lot of good stories, all of these things happening as we got back to the fall. And we knew it would happen. It's starting to come out of the dog days of summer into the fall. Certainly started to feel like it last night. I was shocked, absolutely shocked at the weather we had. Now we get back up into the 80s today, but still pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
Yeah, I wore my hoodie again today.
Oh, yeah, it's hoodie weather this morning.
Yeah.
I get it. It makes sense to me. Lots to get to. You guys jump into the show. You can watch us on X, Facebook, YouTube. Look what we have going on. Tell us the stories that we need to interact with us, interact with others, and we will have some fun together. Remember, there's a phone number you can call if you want to as well. It sounded like you just went to the toilet.
No, it was my phone. I have my mic open.
I love that. Yeah, it sounds like Projo went to the toilet all of a sudden. Although that is funny. That brings up I've done that before, and others have done that before.
Mm.
When I was in TV, what happened was you're mic'd up and you may have to run to the restroom before you go to do the set, or you have your mic on when you go to the bathroom. And you're always supposed to get permission or you turn it off. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Oh, no.
You know who's washing their hands and who's not.
Yeah.
You know whose hands to shake and who's not to. That's a real that legitimately happened several times. And it happened to me once too. I kept it in my earpiece. I took it out for a second. Vic, you're in the bathroom. Vic, Vic, turn off your mic. It's like, damn. I'm like, oh, well, here it is. Whatever. Might as well bring the cameras in and everything else after I did that. It's like, okay, here we go. Lots to get to today. Projo, what'd you do yesterday?
Went home and worked.
Well,
I do that every day.
Did you take any new pictures of Vader after it was National Dog Day?
I did not, unfortunately.
What the heck's going on?
I mean, I have a ton. I just got to sift through them. I got to find time. Sorry.
Okay. You should feel shame. And we'll allow you to go it. Hey, 6:09 is the time. Sun's not up yet, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunset. That's the morning to you guys. Morning. Thompson, we appreciate you jumping in. The great thing about watching the sunrise every morning through our windows is, number one, you get to watch it. Number two, you get some really beautiful sunsets here, or sun rises. Just love looking out the window. I get to see it. Makes you feel good. I don't know about you, but I hate starting the day late. We're early risers, meaning you don't get anything done. It's like 10 o'clock before you start doing. If you start to do things early in the morning, like get a workout in, get your work in, it just feels like, okay, I got the rest of the day. It gives me energy.
Yeah.
Now I work with another guy where he doesn't get things going really until late in the day. 11 o'clock. Then he's working till 8. I'm like, no, man, let's get it going. I got time to be doing that stuff late at night. I got a life to live.
I used to be that way until started working here.
And now you love it.
Well,
Don't you?
I'm here an hour early most days.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm letting you in the building half the time. Sorry.
No, it's good. National days. Excuse me. Here we go. Thank you, Greg. Good morning to you. I don't even know what this means. Banana Lovers Day. Oh, Banana Lovers Day. Okay. It's Banana Lovers Day.
Yeah, there's apparently several things today.
Banana Lovers Day?
Yeah.
Why would there be a Banana Lovers? Okay, we're checking it all out right there on the screen. So we've got Banana Lovers Day.
Yeah, I don't know what you do on Banana Lovers. That sounds, yeah.
Okay. Oh, how about that? It's rock, paper, scissors day. Have you ever decided anything important using rock, paper, scissors?
I don't know about important, but yeah, I've made decisions that way.
With other people, right?
Mhm.
So have I. I've done it with I used to use it with my boys. They were arguing over something. I would use rock, paper, scissors. And you know what? They accepted. Seriously.
Yeah.
They did.
I mean, it's hard not to. It's the luck of the draw.
The other thing where disputes could be decided, tug of wars. We don't need wars. We're going to have a tug of war. Just get a rope. We'll decide everything with rock, paper, scissors, and a rope. Everybody needs to accept and get better and do what they can. It's Just Because Day, whatever the hell that means. Just because.
That's a slippery slope.
All right. Just because. 6 August 27th. Oh, brother. We're glad you're with us today. We're going to talk about the Cardinals. Not only did they lose last night, not only were they down 8-0 in the third inning, but this whole attendance thing that I've been talking about this since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Now it's become even worse. Local TV station doing a story on it. Joe Buck weighing in on it, tweeting about it. Literally the embarrassment of once what was known as Baseball Town America. Best fans in baseball. I guess we're not. I mean, we're just like every other human being. It's like it was before Whitey Herzog came to St. Louis, according to Joe Buck. We'll get into that. Oh, how this is very interesting as well. Have you ever heard of that company, Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel going back to their old logo, Joe.
No.
Pro Joe, they're going back.
I never would have thought it would happen. No, I mean, with so much backlash, they had to. There was no choice.
Yeah, they did. And the other thing about it is this. I mean, I credit Cracker Barrel, and I'll tell you why. Because at least they didn't totally Bud Light themselves and try to double down and triple down. If you make a mistake, own it. Just own it. Don't try to keep the farce going, the lie going, all of that stuff going. Just own it, because the lie is worse than the act itself. Many times. Bud Light had their act, and they continued to just, oh no, we're doing this. This is what we do.
Doubled down, yeah.
Triple down, and then they destroyed their brand.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're trying to come back. However,
where's Bud Light in that top 10 list?
Hey, are we on Facebook right now?
We should be.
Can you please let me know?
I will check.
I was just asked about that.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. I trust you, Pro Joe. We do radio here. We do live podcasting as well. It is on. Okay, fantastic. Yep. So like, subscribe, share our show. Let people know what we've got going on. We're grateful for that. We do everything that we can here for you. St. Louis news, all about St. Louis. You decide what you want to watch. That's what we do here. Okay. It is Wednesday. We've got the Cardinals to talk about. Mizzou football tomorrow night, 6:30. It'll be on the SEC network if you're not going to Columbia. And we've got some news. Chase Daniel, who was a former Mizzou quarterback. Actually, the last time Missouri was number 1 in the country, Chase Daniel was a quarterback back in the 2006 season, 2006, 2007. He is taking credit maybe for Travis and Taylor. Why would I say that? Travis and Taylor are engaged. The Kansas City Chief and the billionaire pop star have hitched a knot. We'll talk about that. There's a lot of well-known people that are from the University of Missouri.
Yeah, one I was really surprised.
Well, yeah, he's common though. You're talking about the man, right? We'll talk about
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's pretty common.
I had no idea.
Okay.
I didn't know he was Mizzou. It surprises me because most people I know that come from Mizzou are good. We'll get into it though.
Yes, we will do that. We appreciate that. Hot Take Central 2.0 comes up at 8 o'clock today, 8 to 10 o'clock. Glad you guys are ready to share what you are. Already jumping in the chat line. We love it when you do that. Go ahead and do that. Donna, good morning to you. Thompson, Greg, Ben. Does the Cracker Barrel CEO look like Garth from Wayne's World? Can you pop a picture of her up if you find one?
Yeah. I'll find
Yes, she does. Yes. Thank you, Greg. All good on Facebook as well. I do see it. I do. And if you find it, Projo, just let me know. It's all good if you can't find it since we're asking you to do that right now. But so weird. You've got Tug of War Day, as we were talking about, Banana Lovers Day. I know you like a good banana, Joe. And also, it's the, what is that day? It's the Just Because Day and Rock, Paper, Scissors Day. They should literally use rock, paper, scissors to decide coin flips, the start of games, and so forth. They don't need to do anything else besides that. They don't need to flip a coin. Just use rock, paper, scissors. You know that would be, if they'd use that in the Super Bowl. Seriously. And then you could bet on who's going to win. And what it will be, will it be rock, paper, or scissors? The captains are like,
You need sports betting, yeah. Just rock,
hell
paper,
yes.
scissors. You know, not the
Rock,
start a
paper,
football game.
scissors, go.
Yeah, just a rock, paper, scissors championship. I found a pic, by the way.
Oh, let's check out
All right, here we go.
the picture. That's not doing her justice.
No.
Listen, she made, as we look at the picture.
I'd like to get by now.
I'm putting that question out there. Of Cracker Barrel look like, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I think it's
the glasses, yeah.
It's the glasses.
And the hair maybe a little.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a little funny.
Close enough.
I'm checking it out right now. I'm still looking at it.
I approve.
You approve of what?
That's close enough.
I think I'm gonna. Well, you know what this reminds me of? If we look at it, it reminds me of when they do at the hockey games when they try to do people who look like other stars.
Yeah.
If she was there, they could pop up a picture if we're looking at Garth.
Kind of a slam on Garth, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at it right.
Yeah, there's definitely some similarities.
Okay, we'll leave it with that. Donna says there's nothing like a good banana with some honey on it. Greg says, shwing! Wayne's World.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Going all the way back in the day, our childish ways, as you see. Also coming up today on the show, Stacker compiled a list of the 15 best suburbs to live in. 3 St. Louis towns in their top 15. And we'll read the data. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't know who paid some money. I think somebody might have paid some money. They're good towns. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't know if it'd be in the top 15 of the country. We'll talk about those temp tag changes that are coming. That is going to happen for sure. Projan, I disagree on this.
I think
we disagree.
It's all about personal property or the sales tax. And I think that having that extra time, because it's already a big hit to begin with, buying a car. So having a little bit like 30 days to pay your sales tax, I think that it's good for most people. But There goes the middle class. That's all I have
Oh,
to say.
stop it. Go the middle class. Buddy.
Oh, well, no, the middle class will be riding around on bikes and mopeds.
We'll get an e-bike. Those things are nice.
Yeah. I'm
Those
looking
things get up to,
forward to
like-
driving all the way here
They get up to 40 or 50.
on a scooter.
That'd be nice. And you just wear a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you.
Mm-hmm.
Big Joe's here. His helmet. Guys, jumping on the show, X, Facebook, YouTube. We're at Arch City Now. You can also email us at archcitynow@gmail.com. If your soul so desires, you can give us a call, 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. All St. Louis, all the time, 24/7. Check out luinfo.com for all the shows that are on our network all throughout the week as well. I found this story to be pretty interesting. We'll get it out there. A winner in the Illinois lottery was from the Metro East. Recently, a ticket was purchased in East St. Louis at the Crown Mart on East Broadway. $14.6 million winner in East St. Louis. Crown Mart, by the way, gets a $146,000 bonus for selling the winning ticket.
Nice.
So you're saying there's a chance. The owner of Crown Mart said our phone has been ringing off the hook with customers calling to congratulate us for selling the jackpot winning lotto. That's what the store manager, Ed Hamid, said. He said, in my 9 years managing this location, this is the biggest winning ticket we've ever sold. We are thrilled for the winner and couldn't be more excited. I don't know if Illinois is a place where you have to show your identity, but when I do win the lottery, I will not tell you, but as the meme says, there will be signs. All kinds of signs. Speaking of the lottery, we all know that you can play it. The odds they may seem impossible, but Powerball, the last 8 years, what have been the most consistent drawn numbers? Powerball, by the way, is up over 815 million, approaching $1 billion again. So what have been the most frequent numbers pulled over the last 8 years? Somebody put it together, a statistics professor from Rutgers University. And he says, while the odds are almost unlikely, like obviously you have a better shot of walking outside and
getting struck by lightning
or seeing a unicorn.
Right.
Although I know some unicorns. Pro Joe.
Oh,
I know a unicorn. What are the luckiest Powerball numbers? Here they are. The 10 most common numbers to be drawn of the 5 white balls over the past 8 years, according to lottonumbers.com. The number one number is 61. 61 has been drawn 113 times over the last 8 years. That has been the most popular number for whatever reason. And the top 10 are all pretty close. The second most drawn number is 21. 112 times, so just one less. Third number, 23. The number 23 has been drawn 110 times, so just 3 less than the first. Then it goes to 33, 108 times. Good old 69, drawn 107 times. 27, 104 times. 32, 104 times. 36, that's my number, 104 times. 63, 104 times. And 64, 104 times. So I look at the top 10 numbers and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers in the 60s. Does this do anything for you, by the way?
How many numbers?
Or is this boring radio content?
How many numbers have a 7 in them?
You've got...
Not a very lucky number.
Nope, 27.
There's one.
That's it. 27 has that in it. That's it. And I don't know. And here's the thing. I don't know if anybody plays the lottery. And if you pick your own numbers, can you do me a personal favor? Can you go way, way, way early in the morning or late, late, late at night? Because doesn't it seem if you do your own numbers, it takes forever to buy a ticket? And if you guys want to do that, that's fine. I totally get it. It's all good. Greg says 13. Nope. Nowhere to be found. But 23 was pretty popular. 33. And the 66 was all over the place. That was my favorite number growing up, Projo. 6.
Yeah. I would just say 7 because everybody always says lucky number 7, you know?
Yep. And then 6 and 7 together is 13, another awesome number. It's a good number. But 3, 6, and 9, those are good numbers.
Oh, yeah.
3, 6, and 9. This is Arch City Now. We've become boring radio this morning. Sorry. I thought it would be kind of cool. I was trying to test out on Projo. You're like all relaxed now. Everything's good. I like you on edge. You're like more into it.
No, I
Sitting
mean,
back all relaxed.
we're talking about the number, the most frequent numbers drawn.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. Sorry, we're going to be out of here. Freaking sucks.
You're going to put that on me?
It sucks. Can we just take a break? We come back. Is it break time?
Almost.
Seriously, we're going to the card stuff. Mizzou, Travis and Taylor getting engaged. All those pictures. Chase Daniel, the Mizzou quarterback, getting on social media saying that maybe he's responsible for this whole relationship in the first place. Some interesting stuff there. He did throw Travis Kelce his first touchdown pass. Chase Daniel, former Mizzou quarterback. We'll talk about that. Also, Joe Buck ripping the Cardinals for their attendance. Who would have thought? All kinds of things here. St. Louis, all the time. Glad you're with us. Enjoy. Love all this. We'll be right back with more Arch City Now. We are your Lou information station, live and on demand at louinfo.com.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway.
Hey, did you know that almost absolutely every aspect of your health begins in your gut? Did you know that your mood, your immune system, your energy, your sleep quality, your hormones, and even your body's ability to manage and maintain weight is all about your gut and your gut microbiome balance? Did you know that we actually have more bacteria in and on our gut than we do human cells in and on our gut? Our bacteria tells our DNA what to do, and it tells our cells what to do. And did you know that 95% of the global population has a problem with this system? We created a formula called the Master Microbiotics formula that is an absolute game changer. There's nothing like this on the market. We've taken amazing peptides like BPC 157 and added them to the most prominent bacteria that are normally in individuals who live in the blue zones of the world, who live a happier, healthier, and more productive life, as opposed to those of us that live in the industrialized world that you and I live in today. Literally 2 of these pills per day can help change your life and change it forever. But don't take my word for it. Go look at the amazing results that people are getting with the Master Microbiotics formula. If your gut's out of balance, the rest of your body never has a fair shot. Go to trybiolimits.com/ArchCity now.
At bc.com.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Eric Naputi. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Listen, let me ask you a question. Are you just so tired of the system that's broken, the supposed healthcare system that is not helping you? Listen, if you haven't learned anything over the last 5 years, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. Self-care is the real healthcare. Stop relying on the broken system. Stop relying on the system that got us in this problem in the first place. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I want you to go right now to trybiolimits.com/ArchCityNow. That's trybiolimits.com/ArchCityNow. Go check out some game-changing formulas that truly have changed the lives of tens of thousands of people already. We've got a detox formula that has been proven to remove heavy metals and microplastics and destroy parasites in the body. We've got a cell signaling formula that helps improve energy, helps the body burn fat. It helps you actually stop those afternoon crashes, gets you off of all the darn caffeine, and stops you from having to use all those energy drinks that are destroying your health. Check out our Master Microbiotics formula that truly helps change the game for gut health. If you're bloated, if you're distended, if you've got issues with chronic pain and inflammation, that formula can help change your life. Not to mention our Neuro Reboot. Listen, if you can't focus, if you can't function, if your brain is just not where it's supposed to be, the Neuro Reboot peptide formula is amazing for you. And listen, if you're trying to shed some weight or put on some muscle, it's time to get your metabolism to reset. Our cellular reset formula can do that. Go to trybiolimits.com/ArchCity now.
Electric. Experience your own all-new Audi Q6 e-tron, found at the crossroads of luxury and cutting-edge performance. Now at Audi Kirkwood, drive one home with 0.99% financing for 72 months. Efficiency, power, style, all in one extraordinary SUV. And with the $7,500 EV tax credit going away, get yours now while you can still save big. Visit Audi Kirkwood on Manchester Road or shop online at audikirkwood.com.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice-cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
A legendary weekend is coming to the Lou. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through 7th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Watch PGA Tour champions compete and enjoy a live performance by music sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at just $20. Kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Appreciate you being here. It is a Wednesday. It's hump day. It's August 27th. 6:33 is the time. The sun is now rising. It's a beautiful morning. Another 80-degree day on tap. Maybe there's no humidity again like it was yesterday. Gorgeous fall days, even though it's not really fall yet. We're still in August, but the Labor Day week, the Labor Day weekend, what kind of plans do you have? You can share them with us. We love it when you guys let us know what's up with you in your neck of the woods. Thank you for sharing the show as well. And thank you for talking with us and talking with others as we continue to bring you everything that we can on this glorious Wednesday morning. We were talking about all kinds of things in the first break, just previewing what's coming up on the show. I guess we can do it right out of the gate here. Travis and Taylor are getting married. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift are getting engaged. It was a big story yesterday. They went out on Instagram. They put it out there, all their pictures, Projo. I know you're so excited. It was all just a matter of time before the Kansas City Chief, Travis Kelce, and Taylor did. So why are you guys talking about this, Vic? Well, Travis is a Chief. We have tons of Chiefs fans. I'm not a big Chiefs fan. I'm just kind of indifferent. You know, guys know it. I love Andy Reid. He was my coach at Mizzou for a while, football coach. Yes, that's right. Andy Reid coached offensive line at Mizzou and tight ends where I was. These are some of the engagement pictures with Travis and Taylor. There's the ring. Interesting. She had like a gold band with a monster rock. What are you laughing about? You have that look on your face again, Pro.
It's her Super Bowl ring.
Oh, really?
It's probably worth more than a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, yeah, probably. Guaranteed. Actually, I think that's a lab-grown diamond right there. Have you seen the lab-grown diamonds, Projo?
I have not.
They look exactly like the real ones, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
What is the difference between getting a lab-grown diamond and one that came out of a rock? I don't get it.
Sounds like to me.
They look better. They look pure. I looked at those for a while, like, I don't know, a while back. And I'm like, oh, lab grown. A lot more. They're inexpensive. And you can't tell.
Sounds like the diamond industry can't find enough diamonds, so they're like, "Hey, let's lab grow this stuff and then hype it up really hard."
Well, so you see that Travis and Kelsey, or Travis and Taylor, Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift, they're getting engaged. I didn't see. If anybody saw a date, you can let me know. That's fine. It's all good. But what I found interesting about that too, that whole story with Travis, is former Mizzou quarterback and now ESPN broadcaster Chase Daniel went to Instagram to talk about how he thought maybe he had something to do with planting seeds somehow between Travis and Taylor. And here you are. Now they're going to get married. Here's Chase Daniel talking about it.
This picture was from 2015 Taylor Swift concert. Got backstage, gave her an 89 jersey, just a couple numbers off. Beautiful wife with me too. I'm just saying, I threw him his first touchdown pass ever. Travis, what's up, bro? Nice catch on the All Go Special. Madden, you know what it is. And then I gave Taylor Swift her first ever Chiefs jersey. Do you think she still has it? No, seriously, congratulations to the couple. This is real. I knew it was real from the beginning. Super happy for you guys, but I may have started it all.
All right, Chase. Might be stretching, but I love you, buddy. That's funny. He's the best quarterback, Projo, by the way, to ever play football at the University of Missouri.
Nice.
And now he's a broadcaster. He's a guy who made, I don't know, $40-50 million as a backup, playing for like 16 years as a backup. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
And he's super smart, very charismatic. And now he's making more money with ESPN. And he puts that out there. So Taylor Swift, Travis Kelsey getting married. Does that mean the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl? Remember last year? Oh, the Chiefs are going to win. Travis Kelsey's dating Taylor Swift. Does this pretty much seal the deal?
We'll see. I got to see at least the first game before I can.
Greg says it's going to be one hell of an album if they break up before the wedding. Yep, that's true. Pro Joe, your expression is priceless.
Oh boy.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we
that's
go.
That's why I don't like being on camera.
You need to be no, because guys, if you didn't, Pro Joe hears one thing, he'll turn it into something else. It's all positive. You look good.
Thanks.
That's the voice of Pro Joe. Sometimes you see him, sometimes you hear him. We are Arch City Now here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. All things St. Louis all the time. You can check out all the programming all throughout the network 24/7 at luinfo.com. And of course, we stream daily on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Arch City Now is where you can find us. Yeah, this Cardinals story, it's very bizarre. It's sad. It is what it is. And, you know, in life, if you take things for granted, you know, what'll happen? You'll fall back. If you continue to work at your craft, at your business, whatever, don't take things for granted and get comfortable, more than likely you'll succeed. Something's happened with the Cardinals. The success, the messaging from the Cardinals, decisions they've made over the years, all coming back to hit them all at once. I told you I was very, very, very concerned with Cardinal attendance at the beginning of this year, maybe at the end of last year, because you're talking about another year where the Cardinals are 3 games under 500. Is it good? No. Is it horrible? No, but it's not the standard that we expect in St. Louis. And it's also the messaging that we saw from the Cardinals last year too, basically knowing that they weren't concerned with spending money, any more money. I mean, heck, they spent a ton of money on their starting pitching staff. It just didn't work. Bad decisions, injuries, guys getting old. Now the Cardinals are 3 games under 500. They're not going to the playoffs. And in the midst of all of that, the best baseball fans in America, St. Louis, have turned their backs on the organization. Who would have thought?
That's because the organization turned their backs on the fans first.
Well, there you go. Maybe they're still spending some money. They just weren't doing it correctly. Was it John Mosalic's fault, the general manager? Maybe. All I know is this. Somebody's got to be in charge. Somebody's got to take the fall. He's moving out of that position. And it's kind of a holding year. After the game, I mean, the Cardinals last night, it was so bad. So bad. I mean, even the local news station, Fox, did a story on the low attendance. And you know who loves this? All those teams that the Cardinals have beat it up on for years. Cubs fans, Pirates fans, Reds fans.
Cubbies first and foremost.
Like, St. Louis. I mean, that's what it is. That's what bums me about this.
Yeah.
Here's the story Fox 2 did on fans, just talking about the attendance last night, trying to get a vibe of what's happening throughout the St. Louis area.
What's traditionally been a sea of red this time of year at Busch Stadium has looked more like a sea of red, empty chairs lately. These photos from the Cardinals game Monday against the Pittsburgh Pirates show just how much home attendance has fallen off. The team later announced just over 17,600 tickets were sold Monday, the first time in the stadium's history they sold fewer than 20,000.
So we spoil. St. Louis Cardinals fans are spoiled. You know, we're used to winning. That's our culture.
Dana Atkins made it down to Busch Tuesday with her son to celebrate her birthday. She hopes Cards fans start to show back up.
They're missing a good time. I mean, even if we lose, we have a good time down here at the stadium.
But other fans feel the drop in attendance is warranted, citing a below-average product on the field and the perception that management and ownership don't listen to the fans. And they say with fewer fans in the stands comes with it an erosion of the game day experience.
People tried to start the wave last night and it didn't go anywhere because there weren't enough people there to kind of get it around the stadium.
You look at Ballpark Village, it's empty right now. If you look around, there's not a lot of fans and just not a lot to do right now.
Great runs don't last forever. This new Busch has hosted 2 World Series parades since opening in 2006, and many fans are still confident eventually the Cards will get back to their old winning ways.
Probably another year or so and start winning again. So, getting the fans back in the seats.
Okay. Wow. I can't even believe that I'm watching this story.
Yeah. It's sad.
The wave was a ripple.
That was the best joke. It was a
oh man, it's terrible that this is actually happening to our Redbirds, but I mean, it just shows you can't take anything for granted, and you always have to keep working. You have to take things serious, and you have to have good people in positions, and don't treat people poorly that you have as well. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, you have a team that should not, and I repeat it, should not be 3 games under 500. You just shouldn't. It should not happen. So we'd like to talk our Cardinals, and that's why it's like Cardinals. Boring. St. Louis City SC right now. It's like, that's why I was like, you got Mizzou football starting tomorrow night. And it's something I've always encouraged people in St. Louis to get behind. They have a good product. They're putting money into their program. They're sold out all season. They're sold out. People are excited to watch them in the brand and the commitment that they have put in. And it takes money, and it takes good people to do that as well. 6:30 tomorrow night, SEC Network, if you're not going to the game. Okay, so you've got this situation with the Cardinals. And say good morning to you, Tony. M-I-Z-Z-O-U, that's right. By the way, we do an all Mizzou show on this network on Mondays, 10 to 11. Myself, Grant Salzman. It is the M-I-Z-S-T-L show. And next Wednesday night, we'll have more about that, but we're going to do an event at Harpo's in Chesterfield where it's going to be a 2-hour preview of the Mizzou-Kansas football game. We'll have some former Mizzou football players, some teammates of mine talking about, and guys that were younger than me, talking about the Mizzou rivalry against Kansas and relighting the flame, so to speak, in that rivalry. Kansas appears to have a pretty good team this year as well, which is really good. Fatten that calf up. So here's what really surprised me. Joe Buck, he's a brilliant man. He's an icon in the broadcasting game. He's a St. Louis legend. And he decided to weigh in on this Cardinals attendance deal on Twitter. And I'm glad he did. Thank you, Joe, for having a spine like you always have had. People may not agree with everything that you say or do, but you have a spine. And you have backing. You're Joe Buck, man. He said during the game in St. Louis last night, wow. And I believe he was talking about the game from Monday night. Because this was, when I saw this, it was from the previous night. Welcome back to the 70s. Which was not a great time for the Cardinals when it came to success and attendance. This is what it used to look like. I was there pre-Whitey. Joe talking about being a kid. Buying shag carpet ASAP. A major rebuild of roster and trust better be coming. One can only hope. It's coming, right? Question mark? Buena suerte, Chaim. He is the new GM, or at least he will be rooting for you. Keim. Wow.
That's why I say they turn their back on the fans first.
But they're not, it's not that they're not spending. I mean, they just haven't been good. And then they've just had a bunch of bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Their starting pitching payroll, I think, is 7th or 8th. I mean, it put a lot of money. It just made bad decisions. And then they didn't have anybody coming up. They having to rely on trading, and that doesn't always work. And then now you have St. Louis going, what the hell happened? Literally, out of all the negative national news that St. Louis gets, what has been the one most positive thing about St. Louis when you talk about St. Louis nationally? It's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what do you think of when you think of St. Louis? Oh, maybe the Arch.
It used to be Budweiser.
And then, of course, you know, it's not what it used to be. And, of course, we told you Budweiser is not the king of beers anymore.
No.
It's actually number 4 just in domestic sales behind Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light, and then Budweiser's 4, but we know why.
10 of beers.
There you go. But for Joe Buck to weigh in, it's bad. It's bad. So what is Cardinal Nation going to do? Even this year's home opener didn't have the excitement to me that it normally did. The aura there, it wasn't the same. And that starts with management and marketing and so forth. And have people just switched off? Because we know that they're not going to the playoffs. Technically, they're not out of it. But at the same point in time, when you think about St. Louis, yeah, you're saying there's a chance. We can do that. We've come back. But I think fans know and realize they don't have the roster to do it, the overall roster. And then people decide, do we want to go downtown? Is that another issue?
Yeah.
Do we want to go down? I mean, it's not as expensive as it was, but do we want to go downtown? Do we want to put our effort and our money into going down? But I thought that fans would still go, which is surprising me.
Well, we went down for Shane Gillis. It wasn't, I mean, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
What's not that bad?
Downtown.
No, not at all. That's what I tell people.
Right.
I haven't had anything happen to me.
Right.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Guardian Angel.
There's only been one time I heard shots fired downtown, so one time. That's it.
Tony jumping in on the chat line saying, guys, as long as fans showed up, dumbwits, talking about the owner, Bill DeWitt's, didn't care what kind of product on the field. Fans should have turned their backs 2 years ago. And yes, Joe's right. Talking about Joe Buck, the 70s was a brutal time. And here we are. The Cardinals are back into it. Chat line says, Major League movie. Where's Euchre? Oh, yeah, Rip Bob, just a bit outside. Can the Cardinals change it around? They certainly don't look like they have the team to do it next year, but we'll see. You know, I'm just happy that Paul Goldschmidt went to the Yankees and he'll be in the playoffs, or at least it looks like he will be. Loved Paul, want him to be there, and that'll be really cool to see what we got there. So it is what it is when it comes to the Cardinals. The positive thing is if you are a football fan, a Mizzou football fan, a Chiefs fan, the NFL season is starting. The Rams are no longer here, so we have to root for the Chiefs or whoever your personal team is. And that's what I've always said. Check out Mizzou. It's a great product. Tons of money going into that program. NIL has been a situation where Mizzou has aced. Literally, they get an A when it comes to using money and being able to utilize the advantages of having money in the NIL. And Mizzou plays tomorrow night, 6:30, against Central Arkansas, the 2025 version of Eli Drinkwitz football. It'll be on the SEC network. By the way, following the game, you can catch our Mizzou postgame show. Myself, Chris Pelican, Howard Richards, the color voice of Missouri Tiger football as well, will be joined. We'll be breaking down the game following that situation where Missouri's going to dominate Central Arkansas. They better. 2 quarterbacks will be playing. Bo Prabula is going to be starting that game. He'll play the first half. That's who Mizzou paid $1.5 million to, $1.5 million to get him to come. He was the backup quarterback at Penn State. Mizzou paid him $1.5 million to come to Mizzou. That's how college has changed. So he gets the snaps the first half. Sam Horn, who's also drafted later rounds by the Dodgers, has an electric arm. Hasn't really gotten on the field at Mizzou. Had some injuries. Besides, he was behind Brady Cook. But he shocked some people about how good he is. You know, he's a 6'4", 220 kid, runs a 4.4 time. They're like, damn. And his arm is absolutely electric. But Bo Prabula, by the way, my friend and former teammate Brock Olivo compares him to Corby Jones. If you remember, to the late 90s, Corby Jones led the resurgence of Missouri football after not being in bowl games for 13 years, not winning one in 17. Super running quarterback. Brock says Bo Prabula reminds him, try to say that fast, Prabula.
Clean it up.
Reminds him of Corby Jones. If that's even close to the case, Mizzou will be just fine, even playing in the SEC. It is interesting, too. Mizzou has come out. We already knew this. Fans running onto the field. I don't think fans care, especially if they've been partaking in pregame activities outside, halftime, during the game, because now you can buy alcohol at the stadium. But students and fans are not allowed to rush the field. And we see this at certain games in college. Now, the university, the SEC, docks you $500,000. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money because now every dime that you get with your university and your athletic department is going towards the improvement of your sports. $5,000 is a big chunk of change, especially to Mizzou. But if fans race the field, rush the field for whatever the case, the university would be paying $500,000 to the opponent. So the opponent that's on the field at the time of the rush. So when Mizzou beats Kansas, and if people rush the field, Mizzou would then have to pay Kansas $500,000. I know it's very interesting to me, but those are some of the things that are happening right now when it comes to Mizzou.
So that doesn't include like streakers, right?
We're going streaking.
Remember when that was popular in the 70s?
Streaking?
Yeah.
My friend, I was also an ATO at Mizzou.
I knew there was a story.
Alpha Tau Omega. There always is. We've always got a story. We had something called fire drill. We did at the end of the year. The ATO house, what we would do is you put a headdress on of some kind or whatever if you wanted to. And then we streaked out. They called it the ATO fire drill. We streaked out of our house and the sororities would come over to the house. We run down the stairs. You run outside. You go into the Tri-Delt house, which was right next door, up and down the Tri-Delt house, around the block, and come back in. And guess what? It wasn't just the co-eds, the sorority girls that were there. The sorority moms and people were there as well. Would come out for the show.
That's crazy.
I wore my Mizzou football helmet.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes. There you go. Those were the days, Pro Joe. It is Art City now. Where is this show going today? Glad you're with us. I mean, I wish I had more to talk about with the Cardinals from that standpoint. But, yes, streaking. Why'd you bring up streaking?
Well, because you were talking about fans rushing the field. So I was wondering if that covers...
We're going streaking.
Streaking.
Will Ferrell, you remember that movie? What,
oh, yeah.
Old School?
Yeah.
Good movie.
That's why I was going to ask you if you went to KFC after you went.
No, I did not go to KFC, although that's pretty damn funny. Donna, Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Jumping on the chat line. Let us know what we need to talk about. Is there somebody, something, a big story, charity event that's coming up? What are your Labor Day plans? Anything and everything. You can jump in, share your stories with us and others. We love it. We are Art City Now. You can do that at Facebook, X, and YouTube. That's where we stream every day, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And of course, you can learn more about the other 24/7 programming that we have on this network, which is all St. Louis, at luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. Greg says, cringe. Thanks for the image, Vic. What's wrong with me streaking with my Mizzou football helmet through the fraternity house? Give me a break. Tony says, man, I'm old. Quit talking about the 70s. When it comes to Cardinals baseball. Really respect Joe Buck for giving his take on what's happening with Cardinal baseball, especially where he got a start and made the most of it. And if it takes a man like Joe to echo what a lot of people in St. Louis are doing by their actions, then so be it. Appreciate you guys jumping in on the chat line and saying hi. Do we got to take a break now? Top of the hour. When we come back, hey, who are the richest Mizzou alumni out there? Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Actors, entertainers. Plus many more stories. The explosion story from unincorporated North County. Yeah, it was a gas leak, but my gosh, could there be more issues? Could appliances in your own home have something to do with this in the St. Louis area? We'll break that story down. Plus anything else you guys want to talk about, let us know. How much time do we have?
15 seconds.
We are your Lou information station, live and on demand at luinfo.com. It's a Wednesday in St. Louis. The sun is shining. We'll be back with another fun hour of Art City Now. Projo's here. I'm Vic Faust. Back with more right after this.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Daddy is out of the cleaning up dump business.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. President Trump says he's going to impose substantial tariffs on countries who do not remove digital taxes. William Dinslow reports in a post on Truth Social. Trump also said he'll restrict chip exports to those nations.
The EU has the ability to fine major tech players if deemed to not be in compliance with regulations such as the Digital Markets Act. Meta and Apple are among those accused of such violations, with the US saying that these rules amount to censorship.
Countries imposing digital taxes argue companies like Amazon operate within their borders, taking huge profits from citizens, yet they pay nothing to the government. The Department of Justice has asked the Supreme Court to allow the Trump administration to withhold billions of dollars in foreign aid.
Tuesday, the DOJ filed an emergency appeal requesting the court pause a federal judge's order that would force the Trump administration to continue making payments. The administration wants the high court to intervene before the deadline set by the order, September 30th. The aid has already been approved by Congress, and the DOJ argues that only Congress has the authority to punish the administration's efforts to withhold it. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Some of New York's top politicians, including Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Eric Adams, reacted to President Trump's executive order withholding federal funding to cities and states, not ending cashless bail. Adams is a critic of bail reform, which was passed into law in New York in 19.
We look at what we did with reform to make sure we didn't go too far in the wrong direction. New Yorkers must be safe, and those who are repeated offenders need to be held accountable.
But Hochul says she's since changed the law, allowing judges more discretion to keep dangerous suspects locked up. A number of universities across the nation have been targeted by shooting hoaxes referred to as swatting. Monday, active shooter alerts were sent to students at several schools. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge. But also true, people are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. You can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-SHARE-40. 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 855-SHARE-40.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right. Free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
The Lou Information Station presents Art City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Vic Faust here, Projo alongside. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former St. Louis Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us every day for their show with their interviews. They'll have a lot more from the sports standpoint. Today it seemed like we were more sports centric just from the things that were happening throughout our community in the St. Louis area. By the way, if you ever want to jump in on the phone, you can do that as well. The phone number is 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Of course, we stream every day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow us at Arch City Now to do that. Once again, I know it's a lot of laundry that we have to do here. It's like LouInfo.com is where you can go. That's the website to check out everything that we do on this network 24/7. All the scheduling as well. We talk about Mizzou. By the way, we're doing a Mizzou post-game show here on the network after every Mizzou football game. Look forward to doing that. We'll do that tomorrow night. No, that's not you, Joe. Joe looked at me like, huh? What? Do I have to do something like that?
I knew it wasn't me.
Oh. No, so we'll be doing that, talking Mizzou football, myself, Chris Pelican, and Howard Richards, the color commentator for Mizzou football. Way back in the day, Pro Joe, I did color commentating for Mizzou football right after my career. We had a 3-man booth. So Mike Kelly, John Cadillac, and myself, we called Mizzou football.
Nice.
And I loved it, but you couldn't make a living off 11 Saturdays a year, or I would have stayed in Columbia doing it.
Yeah.
It went on. Tulsa, Oklahoma was so much better. That's where I went. Anyway, Donna says that'll be great. So we appreciate that. Plus, we do a Mizzou show, all things Mizzou on Mondays from 10 to 11 o'clock right here. That's 10 a.m. And that is the MIZ STL show, Grant Salzman and myself. We are grateful for you guys jumping in and being a part of the shows. And also jumping in on the chat line to talk with us about our topics, talk with others. You guys make the People's Platform what it is. We wouldn't continue to do this if you guys didn't join the show on all of the platforms that we are on, which are several. With that being said, some of the updates, Cardinals lost last night 8-3. And it wasn't just that they lost 8-3. I mean, they were down 8-0 in the third inning. There just seems to be something different. And we're not going to continue the bash on the birds segments today. It was just uneventful, uninspiring. Just the sentiment for the team is not there. Nobody's in the stands. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. We showed you what Joe Buck tweeted out yesterday, talking about how Cardinals management better get it together. I hope change is on the way, something to the effect of what he said. And it's like, can you remember a time where there was this sort of feeling towards Cardinal baseball? I can't. Not really. My first memories, really good memories, were listening to Cardinal baseball, Mr. Buck, Joe's dad. I vividly remember a hot summer night when Lou Brock broke the stolen base record, and I was listening on KMOX with my dad and grandpa. And I'm like, damn, that, and from that moment forward, it was like, okay, 82, they win the World Series. You're like, okay. And then they had some down years, but there was always hope. And then La Russa came in and totally changed things around, and we've been on a high ever since. Now, and then everything has changed. So Cardinals lose 8-3. By the way, Wilson Contreras got a 6-game suspension for throwing a bat and arguing balls and strikes a couple nights ago. Thought it was excessive, but that's just me. Others don't. I do, but it is what it is. Cardinals baseball schedule for next season came out, but I don't think anybody really cares. Sorry. It just kind of gets lost in the shuffle of everything that's been going on. Mizzou football, better note there. They play tomorrow night, first game of the season. They have 8 home games this year. Don't play an away game until mid-October. They host Central Arkansas 6:30 tomorrow night. If you're not going to the game, you can watch it on SEC Network. We were talking about you're not allowed to rush the field this year, people, or you're paying $500,000. I think that's been the fine, but it goes directly to the other team, not just to the SEC. It goes to the other team. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting, but I don't think fans or kids or college kids who have been drinking will really give a damn if you get a big last-second win. Maybe the university won't care. I don't know. There's so much money being thrown around in the NIL days now in college football. It's absolutely insane. I mean, I'm talking about a backup quarterback from Penn State coming to Mizzou for $1.5 million. Okay. Like it's nothing. It's like, what? These college kids? What? Yeah. That's the going rate for a backup quarterback to come compete for your starting job at the University of Missouri. We talk news headlines, newsmakers all throughout St. Louis. We love to promote charities, events, people, towns You tell us what's going on. We do it. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing our show with others around. We're on X and Facebook and YouTube, as we say, also on Instagram and TikTok. We are everywhere as we promote all of this, what's happening around the state for what we're doing. Okay. The other thing, when we talk about Mizzou and throughout the city of St. Louis, I thought this was interesting. Pro-Joe had no idea about one of these things. So, Pro-Joe, we can pop up the Mizzou stuff.
All right.
This is a very interesting poll. I guess it's not surprising to me because I'm a Mizzou alum and I get into this stuff. I'm a slappy when it comes to the black and gold. But the richest Mizzou Tiger alumni. I thought this was a fairly interesting poll when you look at who's done what. One of the people on the list, Pro-Joe had no idea, was even as popular as he is. Case in point, Stan Kroenke. Stan Kroenke is a Mizzou alum. And Pro-Joe had no idea.
I'm sorry, but that's a notch out of Mizzou's, that's
why?
That knocks him down a little bit.
Why? He's successful.
Yeah. But at what
Why
cost?
would that be? Why would that be
a cost?
Huh?
At what cost is he successful?
I'm waiting.
What he did to St. Louis?
I hate it. I know. I hate it. St. Louis did not do what they should have done in the first place. Do I like what Stan did on his way out of town? Hell no. Hell no. Can't stand the man from that standpoint. I'm just talking about from a success standpoint at the University of Missouri. He went there. He had a lot of money. He married a lot of money, and he's made the most of it. And I know that voice, that picture, all of it is like, oh,
triggering.
Oh, yeah, it is triggering. But let me tell you this. He was about making money. I've sat and had dinner with Stan a couple times, going back to my college days, and he was always good to me. Bought me a drink at the old Shiloh. Didn't even know, just walked out. Stan Kroenke worth $23.2 billion, and he's making money with the LA Rams. Yeah, that's sickening to think about, but it is a real deal. That's what's happening.
I'm sorry. He graduated from Mizzou, and he had urinal cakes made in his honor.
I know. I don't think he cared about us in St. Louis after he left and dropped the bomb on us.
Yeah, exactly.
Poi Dog says, just want to let you know the concert was awesome. My wife and I had a blast. Poi Dog won our tickets last week. We gave free tickets away to the Styx concert, which was out at Hollywood Amphitheater Casino. Kevin Cronin was also there. He was the lead singer of REO Speedwagon. Thanks for checking in, letting us know how that went, Poi Dog, and being grateful for us giving the tickets. And of course, Greg for making sure that those tickets were there. Donna says money isn't everything, but it sure helps. Of course it does. And don't let anybody tell you it doesn't. Let's just be real. Be real and honest. Okay, Stan Kroenke, number one on the list when it comes to Mizzou alumni. Number two on the list, Sam Walton. Did you know about Sam Walton?
I didn't know he was. Yeah, I didn't know he was Mizzou.
It's a heavy hitting list. I told you, from the University of Missouri.
There's one positive for Mizzou. Well, two positives for Mizzou.
But Sam's daughter, who's taken over, she's gotten involved heavily in politics.
Yeah, you can tell.
Which is unfortunate. I just wish that a lot of these big, well-known people would not, but they're allowed to do what they want with their own money. She has gotten involved in politics. Walmart continues to be Walmart. Sam, $23 billion. I mean, you're talking about just two men right there worth over about close to $47 billion. $47 billion, just those two businessmen. Number three on the list. Oh, there he is. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. I don't know if we can call him alumni. I don't know if he ever got his full degree. I think he was a few credit hours short. Gosh, he was so silly for not finishing his degree and going to Hollywood. Gosh, I know everybody's worried about him. What's he going to do without that degree?
Yeah, I think he's done quite well.
$400 million for Brad Pitt. Crazy.
But isn't it funny? It goes from $23 billion to $400 million.
Well, yeah,
list.
but
It's
it's so
considerable
bad to be
drop.
400 million.
Right. Yeah, he's in poverty right now.
Congrats to Mr. Brad out of the Springfield area. 400 million, of course. F1 continues to dominate. It will be, and it already is, his biggest generating movie, the one that he has ever been in. So, congrats to Brad Pitt, number 3 on the list. Where's Max Scherzer, pitcher? Max from the St. Louis area. He's had a phenomenal Major League Baseball career. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is Max a Hall of Famer worth $200 million? So congratulations to Max. Max was a terrific pitcher at the University of Missouri and just all around good guy. I used to do interviews with him when I was in Detroit, and he was fantastic to deal with, Projo. He pitched for the Tigers and was fantastic there. Okay, number 5 on the list, Kate Capshaw. Haven't heard from Kate in a while. I think she's still married to Steven Spielberg. Can you check on that, Projo? She was married to Steven Spielberg, and one of her biggest hits was Raiders of the Lost Ark with Harrison Ford in, what was it, the first one? I think it was in the first movie, Kate Capshaw. She did a lot of other things as well. Talking about this on the show today because it's Mizzou related, and it's very interesting. Money's interesting. Mizzou's interesting. So there we go.
It looks like they're still married. They've been married since 1991.
Yeah. How about, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Kate Capshaw, Steven Spielberg, Kate Capshaw, another Mizzou alum. Are you impressed with the list for Mizzou so far, Projo?
So far.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
only one that,
Okay. Next on the list after 100 million. I keep waiting for John Hamm to pop in there. Sheryl Crow. Sheryl Crow, very popular entertainer, singer. I haven't heard from her in a while. She did her thing, made all of her money, and been kind of quiet since. But Sheryl Crow coming in at $75 million as a Mizzou alum. Who's next? Ian Kinsler, Major League Baseball, paying out lots of money. Ian played for the Tigers. He played for other teams. All-star second baseman. I think he played with Max Scherzer. But Ian Kinsler spent some time at Mizzou before getting drafted, going to Major League Baseball and doing his thing and signing some big contracts as well. So a lot of lists here from Mizzou. Who's next on the list, Projo? There he is, John Hamm, a measly $45 million. And of course, John loves St. Louis sports, always does interviews, tries to do anything and everything he can to promote the Blues, the Cardinals. From that team. I'd love to see him promote Mizzou football since he also went to Mizzou. John, a St. Louis guy, John Burroughs grad as well. Max Scherzer, by the way, is Parkway Central. Just to let you know about the St. Louis people that were on that list that went to Mizzou. So John Hamm doing his thing. Lots of movies. Michael Porter Jr., worth $30 million. Michael Porter grew up in Columbia, Missouri in the NBA. Are there any more people on the list?
That's the last one.
How many were there?
10.
Okay, that's 10. That's a big list of 10, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Meaning a big list of names.
Right.
Lots of money. Daniel says Mad Men was the best. Yes, it was very, very good. John doing a lot of other movies and having super success from that standpoint as well. From the chat line, I love Sheryl Crow. Great music. Love her rendition of The First Cut is the deepest. From the Mizzou standpoint, there you go. 7:19 is the time on this Wednesday morning. Happy Wednesday, August 27th. Another beautiful day throughout the St. Louis area. 80 degrees for the high. Not sure the humidity is going to be too bad today, which is a really good thing. Glad that that's all happening. Other news that we were talking about, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, they're getting engaged. If you didn't like seeing him during football games last year, get ready to see him now. You're going to see him.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see him. Right, Projo? You're just going to see him. It's going to happen. I think they add to the game. I'm sorry. You may not care. It's like, oh, it's another thing. It brings attention to the NFL.
I think sports should stay sports and not turn into a soap opera. I'm sorry.
Okay, I know, but
it's not WWE. I mean,
yeah, but this marriage isn't fake.
No, but I mean
engagement.
If I'm watching a football game, I don't want it to be about a player and his wife. I want it to be about the team,
Okay.
not the ring on her finger.
Can you zoom in on that ring with the video
That's,
equipment that we have?
Give me a second.
If we can. And yes, Greg, we'll get to the fluorescent situation as well. We were just touching base on some of these things that happened there. I wanted to see this ring close up if it was possible. Projo using his.
It's gonna take a minute. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I got to put it in Photoshop.
You mean it just can't happen instantaneously
Right.
like Vic wants?
Right.
Damn you, Joe. I thought you could do that. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Shout outs, always welcome. Jumping on the chat line, we love to do that too. Donna says it's beautiful here. Yes, all over the place. Just enjoy the day. It's Labor Day weekend. Don't know if you have plans. What are you guys doing this weekend? What's also happening in the Lou? You can let us know. We'll talk about that, making sure that we move forward with everything that's going on in our life each day. And of course, time's flying by. It does kind of look like this. From the chat line, it looks like a mask is on the ring for those watching.
Yeah, it does.
And maybe, oh, there you
That's
go,
a little
Projo.
bigger.
That's pretty good. It almost looks dirty. Okay,
Yeah,
now
there's
I'm not trying
something.
to be a hater.
Yeah.
I'm trying to check out because I don't understand what's going on. The band is very interesting too. So she went different. The whole thing is kind of different, but it works for them, and that's what they wanted to do. So
I guess I got another.
So Travis lost a bunch of weight, looks better at camp. Chiefs trying to come back from a disastrous Super Bowl. Oh, look at you. Oh,
Yeah, I can't really.
what is it, like emerald inside of the diamond?
There's definitely more than one diamond there. That's for sure.
But now when I'm looking at it, the longer I look at it, it almost looks like a skull face.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, the little
Doesn't it look like a
X's
skull
down
face?
down the right hand side, down at the bottom, and then there's two eyes. Yeah, it absolutely looks like a skull.
Craig says, Nacho Libre wrestling mask. It kind of looks like that when you zoom in for our wrestling fans who might know what that is.
It's a pretty cool ring.
We wish them the best. For whatever reason, Donald Trump was asked about their engagement. He gave them both, not that it matters, but he said very nice things about both of them, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Very nice things. I was like, oh, okay. There you go. In the past, he hadn't about Taylor. She was out promoting somebody else for president. And it is what it is. So congrats to them. We'll see what happens with our Kansas City Chiefs. From the people I know that are covering the team, they say the Chiefs look really good. Of course, when haven't they? They've got Patrick Mahomes. They got a really good defense. They've got great coaching that's been in place for a long time. So why wouldn't the Chiefs be good this coming up season? I certainly expect them to be. If you want to give us a call, you can do that. The phone number is 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. Cracker Barrel, dun, dun, dun. People going to Cracker Barrel since all this stuff came out. Well, Cracker Barrel's going back to their old image. What do you know? Cracker Barrel said, quote, "We thank our guest for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel." These quotes always get me. "We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain." Cracker Barrel said that on Facebook yesterday. Quote, continuing the quote, "At Cracker Barrel, it's always been and always will be about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that feels like family."
Never forget.
As a proud American institution, our 70,000 hardworking employees look forward to welcoming you to our table soon. Cracker Barrel announcing that they could have done it better. Yeah, they've got restaurants in 43 states. And when they announced on August 18, they had the All New More campaign, or the All More campaign. So they changed the logo. They removed Old Herschel off the logo. How dare them? It didn't go over so well.
Never forget that this is what they tried to put on you.
So Cracker Barrel started losing hundreds of millions of dollars in support. So what did they do? Yeah, they went back. They gave Steak and Shake a whole bunch of Steak and Shake's been all over Cracker Barrel as well. These are places in the St. Louis area that you may or may not go to, but obviously they're all around.
I mean, Steak and Shake, that's a great, Steak and Shake, to help their customers out, they start making their food a little healthier. Cracker Barrel changes their logo, and they think that that's serving the customer. Anyway.
I love you, JoJo.
I just think Steak and Shakes is a good example. It's a great example.
No, it is. I think it is too.
Of people who want to do stuff for their
It's hard to pinpoint an exact total what this marketing disaster costs the company, but it's somewhere between $140 and $150 million. And the CEO is still in place. Not fired.
It's an expensive mistake to make.
Yeah. And they doubled down on it at first. Just like Bud Light did. Except they finally came to the realization, like, truck, we got a problem.
And I think it took less than a week. Now Budweiser, it took a lot longer.
Yeah, from the Hangover movie, Bradley Cooper's character. You ever see him on the phone call, the memes? Yeah, we yeah.
You're not gonna make it.
We mucked up. That's what happened with Cracker Barrel. Calling that company. How this woman still has a job, I have no idea. I mean, what the hell?
Great, because she's not the one who she was put up to it. She's yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I know. Tony in the chat line says, great weather in the Lou this week. What are some of the best parks to walk in for fitness? There are parks all over the place. Parks tucked away, parks out in the open, lots of trail walking throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area.
Really nice trails here in
there are
Chesterfield.
I keep I've got one of those weighted vests for rucking in the car. If I have chance, I'll just 30 minutes, 40 minutes here. I'll go to a park, pop it on, check it out. Never know what you're going to find there too. Parks, never know. Cracker Barrel sides are delicious. Love the seasonal pumpkin moon pies. Did anybody go and get their pumpkin spice latte? Starbucks started that back up yesterday. Was curious if that's still going on for people. We got to take a quick break. Isn't it break time, Projo?
Yeah.
All right, it's break time. We are your Lou information station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. Coming back, we'll continue to talk about some of the stories from today. Plus, Stacker.com ranked the best suburbs to live in, 15 best around the country. 3 cities just in the St. Louis metropolitan area listed on their list. And I was like, what? Really? We'll get your thoughts on that coming back right after this. Projo's alongside. I'm Vic Faust. This is Arch City Now. Back in just a few minutes.
Information station, a whole new way to enjoy content created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit louinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships@louinfo.com for more information.
Everybody stop. As you're watching this, microplastics, heavy metals, and even parasites are making their way through your body. And listen, as a functional medicine doctor, there's only one proven way that I know how to remove those. Listen, we created the Detox Pro Plus formula for this particular reason. You have to understand there are multiple steps in truly not only getting to the root cause of a problem, but correcting it. And step 1 is removing those problems. So we've proven in the clinical setting with our Detox Pro Plus formula that we can remove microplastics, remove heavy metals. We can even get rid of parasites, fungus, and candida. So it's simple, easy, and effective. Check out the Detox Pro Plus. It literally is a game changer. Go to trybiolimits.com/ArchCity now.
So call Brown and Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
louinfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A St. Louis man was sentenced Tuesday for murdering his ex-girlfriend 4 years ago. Gail Keys called 911 about an intruder and identified her ex-boyfriend, 74-year-old Samuel Bailey, before she was killed. It happened at a home on Ruskin Avenue in the city's Mark Twain neighborhood. 5 people were hurt and 20 homes were damaged with Monday's house explosion. It could take months to determine the exact cause of the explosion, according to St. Louis County Police. The American Red Cross has set up a shelter at Faith Church for those displaced. An 18-year-old is still hospitalized. Mayor Kara Spencer announced the signing of a new executive order that eliminates barriers for rebuilding tornado-impacted neighborhoods. The city of St. Louis is also getting ready to work on a major overhaul of its zoning code to prevent regulatory challenges. And the Cardinals host the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight at Busch Stadium. And the series continues Thursday with a 1:15 matinee. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We're expecting pretty nice conditions all the way through the upcoming weekend. Temperatures will stay comfortable, low 80s, and a little bit of cloud cover today. Overnight, partly cloudy and 60, and then everything should clear out on Thursday. It'll be sunny and our high in the low 80s. We're looking good on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, highs in the low 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
St. Louis's new home for the best in sports coverage is STL Sports Central. Find them on YouTube or at stlsportscentral.com. With names like Randy Carricker and Bernie Miklasz leading the way to provide you with the latest news and commentary on all of your favorite St. Louis sports teams, along with great written content and post-game shows after every St. Louis sports team plays. That's STL Sports Central, online or on YouTube.
A legendary weekend is coming to the Lou. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through 7th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Watch PGA Tour champions compete and enjoy a live performance by music sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at just $20. Kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the show. It's a Wednesday in the St. Louis area. It's a Wednesday morning. It's sunny. It feels great as we head into the end of summer, into fall. August 27th, 7:33 is the time. Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. Projo's alongside as well. Appreciate you guys jumping in on the chat line where you stream us. That's at X, YouTube, and Facebook at Arch City Now. X, YouTube, and Facebook at Arch City Now. Let people know what we've got going on. We appreciate it when you jump into the show. We're here for about 22, 23 more minutes. Hot Take Central 2.0 with former Blue Cam Jansen and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us each day from 8 to 10 a.m. We were talking about all kinds of things today when it comes to the Cardinals and Mizzou getting ready tomorrow night. Cracker Barrel's old logo coming back into play after they lost about $150 million in what has been a total marketing disaster. Stacker has put together a list of the best suburbs to live in America. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. So they put this together. And when I looked at it, I went, okay, the 15 best suburbs in America. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to put anything from St. Louis in there because they never do that. They described suburbia in a variety of ways, getting out, walking, being safe. These are some of the, the things that they were using, affordability, people making money, cost of living, education of residents, housing, public schools. So those were some of the things that they used. So Stacker compiled the list. 3 St. Louis cities are in there. 3. What are they? Well, they did the top 15. Coming in at number 15, Brentwood, Missouri. Brentwood comes in at number 15 according to the list. Population just over 8,000 people. 64% of the population own a home. 36 rent. They describe it as a city of warmth. Small community. Lots of annual festivals. They've got the Brentwood Days. The community comes together for live music, entertainment. They also celebrated their centennial in 2019. Nietzsche calls St. Louis's area's best kept secret, Brentwood, Missouri. So Brentwood coming in at number 15 out of their top 15. I was like, oh, not too shabby for Brentwood. Congrats to them. Number 14 on the list, another St. Louis city. Right out of the gate, 15 and 14 St. Louis area cities. This one, Clayton. Clayton got some hype a few weeks ago on another poll. I can't remember who it was. Clayton's population, just under 17,000. 59% of the people there own a home, 41% rent in Clayton. They say it's really cool how it's close to the city, how it works. Obviously, variety of housing choices, most within walking distance of shops. And this was interesting. About 80% of Clayton's land is used for residences or parks. And they've got, obviously, a really good community center, swimming, fitness, other programs. 12 parks, including nature trails, dog parks, pickleball courts. So Brentwood, 15, Clayton, 14. And then we'll have another city. Not that we bore you with the other ones. 13, Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. Okay, never heard of it. 12, Clarendon Hills, Illinois. So be it 11, Great Neck Gardens, New York. Then you get a number 10, Brookline, Massachusetts. 9, Holly Hills, Colorado. I know about Holly Hills. 8 is another St. Louis city. So St. Louis area has Brentwood at 15, Clayton at 14, and a number 8, Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights comes in. These are small communities, according to Stacker, that do it. So
I went to first grade when I was in Richmond Heights.
8,500 people. 56% of the population owns a home, 44% rent. It's very interesting because they give a lot of credit to Missouri because there were 3 cities from Missouri on the list. Nobody else got 3. They talked about the school district sharing with neighboring Maplewood. It gets top marks for its public schools, housing, diversity, nightlife, family-friendly character. So there's and among its prominent historical residents, of course, Charles Lindbergh, Richmond Heights, and Arthur Ashe and Chuck Berry.
And Joe Pro.
And Pro Joe from Richmond Heights.
Yeah.
There you go. I lived in Richmond Heights for 2 years of my life when I was a kid.
Yes. I lived off of Alameda.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I went to an old school there called St. Luke's. St. Luke's, right there off Highway 40. So congrats to those towns. Brentwood at 15, Clayton at 14, Richmond Heights coming in at number 8. The rest of the list, by the way, if you cared about it. Okemos, Michigan. It's a really cool place. Number 6, Great Neck Plaza, New York. Number 5, Carmel, Indiana. Now, Carmel is so beautiful. It's Stepford Wives-esque. It's too perfect. Have you ever been to Carmel, Indiana?
I haven't. I've been to Newtown. It's probably similar.
Yeah, a larger, nicer Newtown.
Right.
Yeah. That you don't have to drive out of the way to get to.
Right.
I like Newtown.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I just think Carmel it's different.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying if
Everything
there's a comparison.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Carmel is just it's way too perfect. Like
Right.
everything is just like brand new, perfect, clean. Population there is just under 98,000. 76% of Carmel owns a home. 24% rents there, which is interesting. They've got amazing public schools. All the bonds pass. They've got just all kinds. So anyway, that's Carmel coming in at number 5. I could see Carmel being number 1. Los Alamos, New Mexico, number 4. Ardmore, Pennsylvania, 3. Number 2 is Penn, Pennsylvania. Small town there. And number 1, they had another really small town. It's a suburb of Philadelphia, Chesterbrook, Pennsylvania. So there you go. There you have it. People can do with it what they want, what they think about that whole situation. But Missouri, St. Louis area, putting 3 on the list when it comes to best suburbs to live in America. So we like it. 7:41 is our time today. Greg, you talked about it earlier. We are Arch City now. The story yesterday, the big story, was the explosion that happened in North County. Well, they're doing investigations, and after all, here we go, back to a gas leak. Nothing nefarious. Police investigating said no drugs, no meth, no fireworks found. It was something to do with gas that literally exploded the house.
And a lot of houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it is. And then, 5 people were hurt. 2 were taken to the hospital, released. There's still 3 there, including one in, fighting for his life. 2nd and 3rd degree burns all over his body. 18-year-old was in his house. I just talked about the roof falling down on him. Literally, the roof just fell down on him. We showed you here. We'll show you again from yesterday. This was the explosion. Back left corner is where the house exploded, but it did damage to 20 homes in the area. That's the insane that we saw yesterday.
Can you imagine standing right there and what happened?
No, it's like a movie. You're thrown back.
Yep.
Who knows what else would happen? What's interesting about this too is now, so the bomb and arson squad said it's going to take some time to actually figure out what exactly happened. But at this point in time, they're saying that it was some sort of gas leak that wasn't instantaneously noticed. So, it still kind of remains under investigation. But experts are now telling people to be careful about everyday appliances inside your homes, and they can pose some risk. This stuff isn't happening every day, but you want to be safe and secure about any of those things that can happen. Obviously, the biggest concerns always are carbon monoxide. That's poisonous. The natural gas, which can be explosive. So they're saying appliances like furnaces, water heaters, stoves that often run on natural gas. When the gas doesn't burn completely, it can produce carbon monoxide, which obviously can become poisonous, and that could be an issue. So people need to make sure that their appliances are checked in order, no problems, no issues, especially with older homes. Older homes, these experts say, with older appliances, have the most risk. An older home with an older appliance, because you don't know. They need to be replaced. And if they haven't been replaced, you can get gas leaks. And that's where the things happen.
I've had some experience with a gas line.
What happened?
Last year, I was mowing the lawn, and there was a very poorly marked gas line sticking up out of the ground. I hit it with the lawnmower and immediately heard a loud hiss, and shut the lawnmower off, drug it to the front of the house, got everybody out of the house, and then started evacuating the neighbors. This is all after dialing 911. And Spire came out and capped it off, buried it, and took care of it. But luckily, we didn't have any explosions.
Damn, this whole thing is scary because of what happened to that 18-year-old boy. It looks like he's gonna live, but his life has been changed forever with all of these burns and the issues that he's dealing with right now, and all of the crazy that came out of that. It's just insane to think that these are some of the issues that people are having to deal with that happened there.
And what that kid went through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's something you can't, we don't have time to go through the whole story about him.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
No, but it just, when they talk about the explosion, the family talked about him just sitting there by himself, and all of a sudden the explosion happens. The roof falls on him. He literally was in fire. He had to run
Right.
through fire.
That's what got me is
Literally, he's like, I have no other choice.
Yeah.
I've got to run through fire to get to the
get
door,
out.
to get
Yeah.
out. And then you have second and third degree burns all over your body because of it. Yeah, that's a big, big deal. So thoughts and prayers for him, that situation. We'll continue to cover that if any other news comes out, if something else happened. But right now, considered to be some sort of natural gas explosion when it comes to that house and just rocking that area, that neighborhood. 20 homes, literally 20 homes. But thankfully, nobody perished from that standpoint. That is scary. I agree. Art City now here. Time is 7:46. Danielle says, yeah, kid was just 18 years old dealing with that. Yeah. And it could happen anywhere at any time.
Could you imagine being faced with that decision? I have to run through fire to save my life.
No, or the smoke.
Right.
And then the smoke obviously takes lives with the smoke inhalation. It's nasty if you sit by it. You know what that is.
Yeah.
No fun to deal with any of that stuff that's going on. How about Gavin Newsom, California governor, literally ripping St. Louis to promote California? He's ripping the murder rate in St. Louis. He said St. Louis's murder rate is a staggering 190% higher than Oakland's. And, it's just unfortunate. So this is what I hate about St. Louis when other people bring us into their mixes. There was no need for him to do that. You may see that. You guys can read the story. We're just getting into the headlines, but just leave us alone. He has an ongoing battle, with he and Trump and, from a political standpoint. Just leave us out of it. We didn't ask to get involved in it. We know we have issues, and hopefully we're trying to take care of some of those issues. But there's no reason to all of a sudden pick St. Louis out of the blue to try to make your argument for California.
It's literally him trying to deflect. It's not,
It's like, just leave us alone. You stick to California.
Right. You got your own problems. Leave us alone.
We'll take care of St. Louis. We'll take care of Missouri. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right.
By the way, the temp tags that you see all around, or maybe you've used in Missouri, they are, by the way, officially going away. It is done. And by 2027, it will be official. But what you'll do is when you buy your car in Missouri, you're going to pay your sales tax there as well. So there's no temp tags. Allegedly, so many people were not paying their sales tax that it was costing the state, tons of millions of dollars. I can't remember the exact total, but it was a staggering amount of money. It was.
Yeah.
So the state has decided you'll pay your sales tax wherever you buy your car.
Well, let's hope they get away with
or you won't be buying a car.
Let's hope they do away with personal property tax now. That would be awesome.
It's been talked about a lot.
Yeah, it has.
We talked lots of talk about.
Let's put that back on the table now.
Will it happen? I don't know.
No. I mean, there's other states that don't have personal property tax. It's always possible that we come to our senses, but
Greg says, I love how some of these people twist statistics. How many people in Oakland versus St. Louis City proper? Exactly. It is. We had an attorney on the show, Gabe Crocker, once that said the crime stats in St. Louis are really not accurate from his standpoint. So you've got that as well. And Danielle says, California's on the top 10 list of all the bad categories. So yeah, who do they have? Who are they to say anything, or their governor, about the city of St. Louis? Mind your own business. You stay in your lane, and we'll just continue to do what we're doing here. Thank you so much. Yeah. Can we get better? Of course, but come on, just come on.
Well, we have a new mayor now. They need a new governor.
Yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they do. Congratulations to a Metro East winner. A $14.6 million Illinois state lottery ticket was just sold. The player is currently unknown, but they matched all 6 numbers of the Illinois Lotto that was in Monday's drawing: 5, 9, 14, 18, and then 22 and 23. And what's interesting to me about this is 22 and 23 are also 2 of the more popular numbers that have been drawn in Powerball the last 8 years. I thought this was interesting. The most interesting or most common Powerball numbers that have been drawn in 8 years. And 2 of those numbers that are in the top 10 that have been drawn were 2 of the winning numbers on his ticket. You know what they are?
But none of them have a 7 in
it. They don't. Well, actually, one of them, not 2.
Okay.
23. And 23 is third on the list of the top 10. So the number 61, this is the last 8 years on Powerball. The number 61 has been drawn 113 times. And these top 10 are all pretty close. 9 times separates first and 10. So they're all like right there. 61. 21 was 112 times. Then you have 23, 110 times. 33 has been drawn 108 times. 69, 107 times. 27, 104 times. 32, 104 times. 36, 104 times. 63, 104 times. And 64, 104 times. So I look at that list. Obviously, 23 was the only number that was on the winning ticket that was sold in East St. Louis on Monday. But 1, 2, 3, 4 of the numbers, 4 of the top 10 are all in the 60s. They're in the 60s. I don't know. To me, that's interesting. Like if I was doing my own ticket, I'm not putting 60 numbers in there. You know, I mean, not that anybody has the formula or ever has when you consider the odds. But I don't know. I find it interesting. But the ticket that was sold over in East St. Louis, Illinois, when we talk about the success, it was sold at the Crown Mart store located at 306 East Broadway. So not only is it, of course, a massive life-changing win for one player, but the store itself gets a $146,000 bonus. That's 1% of the prize. So the store, when they sell these, they get 1%. That's really cool in Illinois.
Yeah.
Crown Mart, you have just gotten $146,000.
Well, I thought all gas stations got that, or all.
I thought I remember doing a story where somebody, if they sold a ticket, they would not get.
I was always under the
I was
impression.
talking to an owner, a manager of a store over at Ladue and Lindbergh, talking to my friend Tony. And I think that was BP. Gosh, I'm losing my. I think it was BP, but I didn't know if he said he would get something if they sold a winning ticket, or it would be minimal if anything.
Right. I always thought that they got a good chunk, not like a fair share, but a good chunk.
Yeah, I mean it's
more than you would think. That's what I was.
Maybe I just so that brings me back to that whole thing. It's like, oh, here we go. I said I knew one person that won the lottery, and that was it. Nobody. You said you won $100 once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've won like 5 or 4.
Well, mine was on a scratch off, though.
Yeah, the scratch. Okay,
yeah,
the scratch.
I've never. I mean, off of a ticket,
that's a little different.
Yeah, off of a ticket, I'm lucky to get one number on a ticket, man. Every time, I do not like lottery.
Okay. Also, Cardinals lost last night, 8-3. They play their final game today against the Pirates. They were down 8-0 in that game, scored 3 runs, still lost. Not a great look. Attendance has been absolutely abysmal over at the Cardinals games. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Joe Buck even tweeted out about what's happening, that it looks like the 70s, and Cardinal Nation, Cardinal management better be careful when it comes to the apathy that we're starting to see within this organization's fan base and decisions they've made and, decisions that they haven't made when it comes to personnel, coaches, people within the organization as well. It almost needs to be a reboot, so to speak, when it comes to what we're starting to see. Obviously, more positive news. Mizzou gets back to action tomorrow night, 6:30 against Central Arkansas. The home opener, this season opener for the Tigers, 12-game schedule, 8 games at home, 8 games in Columbia. Weather should be absolutely fantastic for that. You're also talking about a situation where Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift getting engaged yesterday. That was big news in the sports world, especially for Chief fans and for people who like to get into that, pushing forward. We love it when you guys talk to us, bring us your stories. That's what we do every day. It's all about St. Louis. You watch us on YouTube, on X, on Facebook, at Arch City Now. When you chime in and talk with us and talk with others, we go from that. That's the People's Podcast platform. We'll talk about what you guys want to do. We really do encourage you to give shout outs for businesses, people. If you have events coming up, it's Labor Day week, it's the weekend coming up. We would love to promote any of those things that are going on. Greg says, I was one number off on the fifth number. It would have been 99, but about $100,000 difference. Yeah. Yeah. One payout or broken up payout better? Well, obviously you're going to get more money if it's broken up, but people always say, do you really know what's happening in 20 years or whatever it is, however long they pay out over? But you give up so much more because first, it's like half of the money if you do the cash payout that you give up, all of it. And then you're taxed on that afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want a $800 million prize, I still think you're going to be all right at the end of the day. So continue to let us know. We do have an email. Please let us know if there's stories, people, things that we're missing that we should be covering, or if you have ideas. We're always open to that. The email is archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. And you can learn about everything on our show at luinfo.com. Proj, I know I probably sent you a bunch of other things, didn't I, that we didn't even have a chance to get to?
Yeah, it's all right.
Just one of those days. Just lots of things going on.
There was a lot.
We try to cover all these stories, headlines that relate to St. Louis, the area, what people are talking about, the water cooler talk. If you have questions of any kind, use that email too. We will do that. Also, Tony says football in jeopardy on Fox TV, or is that football and Jeopardy? Not quite sure what you're trying to get out. I don't quite know what's happening. But anyway, for Projo, I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou Information Station. We're live and on demand at luinfo.com here every morning, getting your day started in the St. Louis area from 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 is coming up next with Cam Jansen and Jim the Cat Hayes. Have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable